Hi everybody. With all this viral nightmare that's going on, a lot of people are taking to starting allotments and growing stuff in their gardens. I've been doing that for donkey's years and everyone said I was a geek, but I thought it might be useful if I shared some tips on how to grow stuff effectively, hopefully efficiently and cheaply and everything else. So, starting out here in the great freezing cold outdoors, this morning what I'm doing is filling up seed trays like this. Now these aren't posh, these aren't fancy. You can see they're absolutely filthy because they're ones I bought plants in last year, but I always keep them because they come in hand for using the following year and years and years after. In here I've got some compost. Can you focus in on that, camera girl? Awesome. And again, that's nothing fancy. I found it a bit hard to get compost this week, so that's some halfway decent stuff in a bag that I bought a few weeks ago, mixed up with grotty rubbish that the tomatoes were growing in last year, which usually I just dig in the allotment to improve the soil with it. And anyway, here's what I do. Fill it up. Level it off. Don't squish it down too much. So that's one. I'll do another one. That's number two. So now they're ready to get some seeds in, which I'm going to do indoors where it's a bit less Baltic. See you in a minute. Right, so in here in the warm, see here's some trays of potting compost, just like Blue Peter. These are the ones I've done earlier. And here I've got a pack of seeds. Now, again, because I'm frugal, remember my mum was from Yorkshire and my girlfriend's from Scotland. These are excess beans that I grew last year and then dried out on the windowsill because I just had too many to eat. And that means I've got plenty to plant this year. So these are, carefully labelled of course, DFB, that's dwarf French bean, purple TP. These are good, these are really tasty. And they're funny looking purple beans. So I'll plant one to each cell like this. Typically, I've got a few too many in my hand. I did one just now without filming it and accidentally tipped out exactly the right number. I knew it couldn't happen in real life. Anyway, put these back in the envelope for now. Lovely. Now, they don't sit on the top like that, obviously. So just give them a little dunk in so they're under the surface. And then a little minute when they're outside, I'll top them up so they're not sitting in a little well. The important thing to do is put a label on so you know what they are, because when they sprout in the greenhouse in a couple of weeks, you might be wondering. So that's DFB. What did I say they were? Purple TP. Purple TP, number one. Now, one of the advantages of putting them in a little seed tray like that, a sort of half-size one, is you can mix them up. So that tray will go in the greenhouse, that tray will go in the cold frame or on the windowsill if iron will let me. And then if one works and one fails, you've still got some to plant in the garden in a few weeks. So I'll pop these outside and catch you in a minute out there. Right, so again, Blue Peter style, here's ones I've done earlier, all different kinds of beans and some salads and sweet corns and stuff. So these ones we're going in the greenhouse. A bit of moss just fell out of the sky. These ones will be going somewhere else, and in a bag here somewhere. Here we are. Is some decent compost. So I'm just going to top these up. Just where they need it, a little sprinkle over the top, like that. some lettuce in that one. Those are sweet corn. I'm planting them more in hope than expectation because I'm not very good at germinating sweet corn for some reason. Right, I'm not going to do them all. You get the picture. Right, so they're all nicely topped up, and the last thing to do is give them a good drink. Should have filled up the watering can before I started filming. That will do for now. Right, so with the rose, you don't want to drown them, just get them nicely moistened like so. This will make a horrible squeaky noise, sorry. Miracles of TV, isn't it? And then I'm just going to plonk these in here. I don't know if you can see through the glass, you might have to come up, Mr. Spielberg. There we go. They'll go down there, they'll get a bit warmer, a bit brighter in here, and probably within a week or so, I'll have some beans jumping out of them. And maybe in 10 days or thereabouts. Yeah, well, they might look like that, only those aren't beans, those are nasturtiums. Week or so, maybe 10 days, hopefully they'll be in good shape to plant out on the allotment. And I'll come back to you with episode 2 then. So happy planting, good luck.